Hey, I'm Jeff from Clicks. This is Clicks, an award-winning keyboard case for iPhone. And today, I'm going to show you everything it can do. Whether you've been looking at Clicks and want to learn more before you buy, or you've bought a Clicks and want to get the most out of it, this video is for you. First, I'm going to show you the differences between the Clicks Pro and Pro Max sizes. Then we'll talk materials, getting started, the keyboard, the Clicks app, connectivity, and finally, I'll show you some of my favorite shortcuts for taking action. I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's dive in. The key difference between the Pro and the Pro Max, or Base and Plus versions of Clicks, are mainly just the size. The Pro Max and Plus size Clicks have larger buttons and more spacing between the keys than the Pro and Base models. Because of this, the Pro Max might be ideal for people with bigger mitts. But really, it's a matter of personal preference. The way many of us here at Clicks carry it is back pocket, buttons out. Hey, stop looking at my ass. The Pro fits comfortably in your jeans, while the Pro Max might be more ideal if you carry a crossbody or a purse. Let's talk about materials, starting with the enclosure. The iPhone 16 model of Clicks is a hard thermoplastic, or TPU. It feels kind of like a smartphone, and the finish means it slides in and out of your pockets easily. The iPhone 15 and 14 models of Clicks are in a liquid silicone, which makes it a bit more grippy and tacky to the touch. Both versions allow some flex to put your iPhone in and out. Now, the keys. If you want to save yourself a nerd out session on buttons, skip ahead now. I'll see you in the next chapter. Okay, buckle up, keyboard warriors. The keyboard itself is made out of polycarbonate. The keys sit atop nickel-plated dome switches. That's the right way to do key switches because it gives you that satisfying click. On the iPhone 16, we've designed an all-new contoured key shape that improves ergonomic separation, allowing you to type longer, faster, and with fewer errors. We spent a lot of time perfecting the feeling of these keys, from the layout of the buttons to the amount of force needed to push them. We get questions from some former BlackBerry lovers about the round buttons and why we didn't aim to replicate that much-loved piano-style keyboard. Here's the tea. Round buttons are actually better. There, I said it. Go back and look at some of those early keyboard smartphones. The buttons were round for a reason. They're stronger, and because there are more edges, they give you a better feel. Trust me when I say that we have the most experienced industrial designers and keyboard fanatics obsessing over this. The iPhone 16 model has this beautiful soft touch microfiber liner. The latest Clicks also have brushed metal side keys covering the action button, volume rocker, and power key. People are often surprised at just how lightweight Clicks is. Less than 3 ounces or 80 grams. A common theme I also see are people thinking that Clicks makes your phone huge. Now, this is just fake news. In truth, it only adds about 1.25 inches to the bottom of your phone, about the same as the length of your thumb or less than the height of a business card. For this next section, let's dive into the basics. Installing Clicks is easy. Nothing to be afraid of here. Slide your iPhone in on a shallow angle, line up the USB-C or Lightning connector, then push it snug. Removing it is easy too. Push on the camera module and then slide iPhone out at a shallow angle. Because Clicks goes on and off easy, you can add it and remove it throughout the day. We designed Clicks to be Apple made for iPhone certified. This means we designed Clicks to fit Apple's highest standards. Now, let's explore the keyboard. There's the Shift key for uppercase letters and the Alt key for numbers and symbols. There are a few ways to use these keys. You can hold the Shift or Alt key while typing a character, or you can click it once and the next button that you press will be an uppercase letter. Or you can double click the key to go into Shift lock. The same goes for the Alt symbol key too. The Show Hide Keyboard button raises and lowers the on-screen virtual keyboard. This comes in handy when you're just getting started with Clicks, when you need a special character, like a symbol, or, pro tip, when you're looking to type silently in bed next to your partner. Next is the microphone button. Tap it once to enable speech to text in any text field. Press and hold to enable Siri. The other symbol on the mic key is the backlight icon. To toggle the backlight on and off, hold the 1, 2, 3 key and tap the backlight button. Now, depending on your Clix model, the backlight key might be on the globe key. The globe key jumps between keyboard languages. You can also use this as a quick way to pull up the emoji keyboard. The command key lets you navigate your iPhone. Jump home with Command H, pull up Spotlight Search with Command Spacebar, show your notifications with Command N, or Command Center with Command C. You can also use Command just like you do on your laptop or tablet. Command A selects all, Command X cuts, and Command V pastes. Finally is the Clix key. This is your action button for Clix mode shortcuts. Hold that thought for now. We'll come back to it in a bit. Now that you've got an overview of the key Clix keys, say that 5 times fast, let's talk typing. The key to typing is getting a good balanced hold on Clix. Some people struggle with finding balance at first, but that's probably just because they're holding it wrong. Yeah, I said it. This is where some reviewers out there just plain got it wrong. You know who you are. You hold Clix just like any large touchscreen phone. Rest it on a pinky, cradle it with your ring and middle fingers, and the index finger comes up around the back. Now this is super balanced, and it puts you in the right spot for typing. You can also use your left hand to move up and down the touchscreen. Typing on real buttons is a skill, like shuffling cards or riding a bike. It just takes a bit of practice to build that muscle memory. Then you're flying. Most customers find their groove within a week, so keep at it. Clix is one of those products where you get out what you put in. Take this customer, for example, who types at 95 words a minute. The juice is worth the squeeze. With the basics down, let me show you the Clix app. It's a free download from the Apple App Store. The Clix keyboard app gives you the ability to customize your keyboard. Set the backlight brightness and timeout period here on the first tab. On the second tab, you can customize how different keys work, like the return key function. There's a big debate around this one here in the office. You can set it up to either send, we call that a hard return, or to add a line, a soft return, which avoids that premature sending. This is also where you can remap the Clix keyboard layout to adapt to other keyboard languages. A question we get is how to move the cursor around for that fine text editing. Here in the app, you can also turn on cursor mode. When enabled, pressing 1, 2, 3 and Command turns the WASD and IJKL keys into arrow keys for the finer details. Quick side note, the WASD keys can also be used for gaming, like when you use an emulator app like this one. Look, there's more to the app and we keep adding new features all the time, so I'll stop there and we'll get back to the buttons. Before we get into keyboard shortcuts, here are a few quick tips on connectivity and charging. With Clix attached, you can charge your iPhone with pass-through USB-C or Lightning on some of the past iPhone models. Clix for iPhone 16 also comes with MagSafe built in, so it works with your MagSafe chargers and accessories at home or in the car. If you have one of the older models, you can always add a MagSafe charging ring. The iPhone 16 model has a data pass-through mode. Press the 1, 2, 3 key and tap the spacebar to enable data mode. When you plug in a USB-C data accessory like CarPlay or your computer, data will flow through Clix. To exit data mode, just unplug the accessory. Quick PSA on this one, it doesn't work with wired headphones or USB storage devices. Now onto shortcuts. Shortcuts come in a few flavors. First, there are iOS shortcuts, where you can use a key to navigate your phone and iOS apps. We talked about a few of these before when we covered the Command key. This extends to some of your favorite iOS apps as well. In Safari, for example, you can scroll through a web page by tapping the spacebar, or open new tabs with Command W. But the real magic of shortcuts comes when you set up Clix mode with the Apple Shortcuts app. Here's the gist. Any shortcut you build in the Shortcuts app can be mapped to a key combo on Clix. We've got a whole video on setting up Clicks mode, so I'll spend most of my time talking about how I've set up my keyboard. I have my shortcuts set up in two categories: people in my world and my Clicks shortcuts. I use the globe key to launch shortcuts to people in my world. I can press globe L to phone my wife, Liz, globe K to FaceTime Kevin, or globe M to call Mr. Mobile on Telegram. The second category of shortcuts are my Clicks shortcuts. These are automations and workflows I use throughout the day that are launched by the Clicks key. Clicks I opens Instagram. Clicks S starts listening for a song with Shazam. Clicks L controls my lights, and Clicks D pulls up the turn-by-turn directions to whatever is next on my calendar. I'm a nerd like that. To make it easier to get started with Clicks mode, we've pre-built a series of Apple shortcuts you can install with a click. You can find that shortcut library right here in the Clicks app. That's everything you need to know about the Clicks keyboard. We've got other videos that go into some of these topics in even more detail that should be popping up on the screen right about now. If you've got questions, hit us up at support@clicks.tech or drop us a DM over on Instagram @clickskeys.